Here in our next example, we're looking at completing the square. This time, our coefficient in front is different from 1. So, step number 1. What I'm going to do is divide out the negative 3 from just the first two terms. So here's what I have. My palm rest on y equals negative 3 x squared minus 8x, and then the minus 27 stays at the end. So each term here I've divided by negative 3. Well, just the first two. Okay, and that's how I get the 1 in the first case and the, negative 8 in the second. Step number 2, off to the side, and I'll do that in red. I take the coefficient of the x term, divide it by 2 to give me negative 4. I take that negative 4 and I square it to give me 16. And what next? That's 16. Yes, I bring it back into the equation. So my equation now is going to look like this. Negative 3 x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus 27. And rewriting everything, except this time, that negative 16 at the end, I got to take it outside the bracket. So it'll be negative 3 times negative 16, and then it comes outside the bracket. What does that mean? Negative 16 times 3 is going to be positive 48. Then I have the minus 27 here. Let me just clean this up. What you are left with inside the brackets is a perfect square trinomial, which can always be factored as x minus 4 in this case. Now if I add these two together, what do I end up with? 48, 38, 28 minus 7, I get positive 21. Now a little note here. This number that I circle in red, I always do that for a reason, because it'll always match the number in your final answer over here. Okay, so just keep that in mind, because if you're ever wondering, well, how do I go from this line to the next one? Well, just look at the number that from the work you did on the side, and you can just kind of write it out. You don't even have to go through any calculation, really. Okay, little patterns, little shortcuts that you want to familiarize yourself with the more you do this kind of stuff. So, we want to complete the square and identify the vertex. Well, once we have it in this form, the vertex is easy to identify. It's just the opposite of the negative 4. So I got 4 and the 21 from here. That is my vertex.